Assalamualaikum and good morning. So class, welcome to Accounting 198. So this is Research Methods for Business. So in this session, we'll be discussing the introductory part to research. Okay, in this session, we'll be discussing the following: the introduction, the business research as defined, the role of theory information research, research and the manager, the types of business research, the managers in research and why managers need to know about research, the internal versus external consultants, and the knowledge about research and managerial effectiveness and ethics in business research. Okay, so business research can be described as a systematic and organized effort to investigate a specific problem encountered in the work setting which needs a solution. So it comprises a series of steps that are designed and executed with the goal of finding answers to the issues that are of concern to the manager in the work environment. So this research is the gathering of information that is targeted on getting or providing a solution to a specific or identified problem. So again, it is an organized, systematic, data-based, critical, objective inquiry or investigation into a specific problem undertaken with the purpose of providing solutions or answers to it. The role of theory and information in research. So how this theory information is being used in research? So actually, it can, there's no one specific form of research. So while other research are aimed on building a theory, like the theory of the CAPM, right, or in the cost of capital, the ROI, and the growth model, the dividend growth model of a stock. Other research is designed to test a theory or to describe what is going on. So to test a theory, so there are other research that are new and they contest some of the findings of the past researches, past theories. Okay, so like though it is somewhat far from business, like the theory of evolution by Darwin. So many new sciences and research are invalidating. No, they are that theory of evolution is really not valid theory and it is not true. Okay, so or to describe what is going on or to using an existing framework, instrument, or model. So in other words, theory information really play an important role in the research project. So the research and the manager. So of course, in day-to-day activity of the business, managers encounter problems, whether it's big or small or repetitive or once in a lifetime. On a daily basis, they encounter that every day and they have to solve it by making the right decisions. Okay, so in business, research is usually primarily conducted to resolve issues, no, or problematic issues interrelated, like in accounting, budget, no, or the um, pricing issues, okay, feasibility issues, finance, okay, the management of cash flows in the management, employee behavior, marketing, in the selling of the products, and others. So managers with a knowledge of research have an advantage over those without. So that's why for managers, it's very important that there's an MBA degree is a very, very competitive advantage, and it's actually one of the requirement, no, for big companies. Okay, because they want managers that have knowledge and research. A grasp of research methods enables managers to understand, predict, and control their environment, and to effectively communicate with external researchers or consultants. So they know what method or which particular population they want to test. Okay, so while hiring external researchers, consultants, the managers should ensure that the roles and expectations of both parties are made explicit as to what are the roles and what are the benefits that are expected, and what is the role of the management in providing information at that. So therefore, the manager and research should make a good or establish a good report. The types of business research. So research can be undertaken for two different purposes. So one is to solve a current problem faced by the manager in the work setting demanding a timely solution. So for example, a particular product might not be selling well and the manager might want to find the reason for this in order to take corrective action. So such research is called applied research. Or for our department, accountancy department, for example, one current problem faced by the department is, let's say, on the low CEPALE passing rate. So what should the manager or what should the management do or the administration do, especially the chairperson, to improve that passing rate? So that is called applied research. The other is to generate a body of knowledge by trying to comprehend how certain problems that occur in organizations can be solved. So this is called basic or fundamental or pure research. So for example, in the accountancy setting, one is the Gordon theory or the Gordon research, the Gordon dividend model. Okay, so they try to look at how should we price our stock, our capital stock. How should we price knowing that there are factors that affect it, like the ROI, like the dividends given, and the earnings per share every period. So they generate that and they come up with a new body of knowledge, the dividend model. Okay, so that's a fundamental, basic, or pure research. So we have here now the internal versus external consultants or researchers. So actually, some organizations have their own consulting or research department in their own organization, and that is called the Management Services Department, the Organization Methods Department, or the most commonly the R&D Department, the Research and Development Department. So this department serves as their internal consultants, no, to subunits of the organization, like on the production, okay, on the operations, on the marketing, on the liaison, on the networking, on the logistics, on the accounting, on the finance, and the others. And we also have externally outsourced, so they are independent parties, so they are not part of the organization where the management seek for advice or for consultation. So to reach a decision whether to use internal or external consultant, the manager should be aware of the strengths and weaknesses and the advantages and disadvantages. Okay, so basing on the specific needs of the situation. Ethics in business research. So ethics in business research refers to a code of conduct or expected societal norms of behavior while conducting research. So ethical conduct applies to the organization and the members that sponsor the research, the researchers who undertake the research, and the respondents who provide them with the necessary data. So ethics is really to be observed. So here we encounter here in observing ethics in our business research, we encounter, of course, in any research, the concerns of plagiarism, okay, by taking credit what is not from your own, no? So that should be avoided, okay, and also giving false information, giving false data, okay, um, claiming that conducted survey, but in reality there's no survey that is being done. Okay, so that's all the ethical issues. Okay, so our point here is to provide the truthful findings of a study that has gone through an empirical process. Okay, and of course the researcher, okay, like the honesty in conducting the research, again, no, and of course to the respondent by providing without causing harm by giving that information without causing harm to any organization or to any other persons. Okay, so that's the ethics. So the reference that we used or we can use for this subject is from Sikaran and Bogi, the research methods for business, a skill building approach. So I used the 7th edition, okay, by John Wiley and Sons. So this is also uploaded in your classwork as the material. But you can not limit to this book only. You can use other textbooks as reference also.